Today, I want to talk to you about why righteous counsel is so important and why when you don't seek righteous counsel, you're gonna take a fall. Let's talk about it. What's going on, Closer to God Ministries? Welcome back to another righteous, spirit-filled episode. Today, I hope to help you get closer to the truth, closer to the kingdom, and closer to the will of God. Hallelujah, amen. We got to give him all the glory, all the praise, all the honor, because he is truly deserving of it. Man, in today's video, man, I'm going to play some footage, man, that came across my YouTube feed. And I want to tell you that, the first thing that came to mind was, where was her righteous counsel? In a case like this, man, what's going on with Monique and D.L. Hughley, her husband is standing back somewhere, possibly getting a huge payday off of her performance of her supposed to be getting out here telling comedy. And today I want to read to you several scriptures that support why righteous counsel is so important. Proverbs chapter 12, verse 15. The way of a fool is right in his own eyes, but a wise man listens to advice. Proverbs chapter 11, verses 14. Where there is no guidance, a people falls, but in an abundance of counselors there is safety. Proverbs chapter 15, verse 22. Without counsel, plans fail, but with many advisors they succeed. Proverbs chapter 19, verses 20 through 21. Listen to the advice and accept the instruction, that you may gain wisdom in the future. Many are the plans of the minds of man, but it is the purpose of the Lord that will stand. When, I think about righteous counsel and we watch these videos, I want you to, like I said, think about several things that I've already outlined in the teachings. But as a husband, I would have strongly advised my wife, if she had these problems that Monique has voiced and concerned countless time after again, I would have said, why do you want to go back and work for people or somebody that you know is not conducting good business? No amount of money is worth that. When you think about this, you look at the manner of what we see in today, and this right here screams matriarch, because she's out here and she says she's supposed to be the headlining, yet she struggles with trying to realize that people don't want to work with her. Very few people will give Monique a chance as a comedian because the bridges have been burnt. And when you think about this, in the past, she has tried to headline her own shows, but the views weren't there. It's the same argument with, WNBA players, saying that they should have more views. We can't force anybody to view us, because if it's simply not entertaining, it's simply not entertaining. And as a husband, I would have had the conversation behind closed doors and said, hey, maybe this line of work has expired for you, because if your whole gimmick, if your whole talent is surrounded not even around comedy, but you being angry, you airing people out, there's nothing good coming from this. But I don't think she has that kind of counsel. I don't think, her husband is the type of spirit to say that. And in here, also, the reason righteous counsel is very important, because if you claim to be a believer, if you claim to be something, if you claim to have faith, you have to be under governing authority. And this is a clear indicator that she's not under governing authority on the simple fact of how she conducted herself. It's going to be hard for anybody to work with her in the future, because this has been the outcome. This is becoming systemic. Like I said, my advice as a husband, I would have been like, it ain't no amount of money in the world going, ever make me want to support you going out there and doing something like this, or going to conduct business with people that are known to conduct business that is bad in your eyes. Let me take the wheel on this thing. Let me go and figure this portion out. Hey, but the love of money, man, is the root of all evil. And you see, all it took was a little bit of money. And like I said, I'd be surprised if anybody continues to work with her. You know, she had problems with Netflix and things like that. And it all comes down to, you know, views. But one thing people don't realize when it comes down to this stuff, entertainment, when it comes down to like YouTube, social media, it's all about views. And sometimes people will do anything for views to try to get in the limelight. But in the end, that ain't gonna do nothing or serve a purpose in getting you into the kingdom, as a reason why I would have advised against, hey, maybe we look for something else. Maybe we write a book that can uplift. Maybe we write something that's not rooted in anger, not rooted in sowing discord, not rooted in foolishness. Maybe we, you know, do a school for comedy or something other than this, because this right here, I want you to think that these people paid for a comedy show, but, you know, only thing they got was resonating with her anger.
I'm fucking full right now, baby. When I tell you my heart is goddamn racing, because I'm so proud, I'm so honored to be standing in front of you real motherfuckers. Y'all don't even understand. I have traveled the motherfucking world. Oh, but when I come to Detroit, yeah. When they called me to come play Detroit and come play the Fox Theater, and I ain't played the Fox Theater in over 20 motherfucking years. I was so goddamn excited. I was so motherfucking excited because I said, oh, a bitch is going back. A bitch is going back to the Fox Theater in motherfucking Detroit. When I tell you Detroit, y'all don't understand what the fuck I had to go through to stand in front of you beautiful motherfuckers tonight. Y'all don't understand the fuck a bitch had to go through to stand in front of y'all tonight. Y'all don't understand I was ready to walk the fuck up out of here, but I said I can't let the people down of motherfucking Detroit because the promoters as raggedy as a motherfucker. I don't fuck with nobody. I take pride in not fucking with nobody, nigga. But if you fuck with me, we gon' dance, nigga. We gon' do the two-step, nigga. See? I take pride, baby. In my whole motherfucking career, can't nobody tell you I ever started no shit with them. That ain't what the fuck I do. My heart would hurt if I tried to bully a motherfucker or start some shit with a motherfucker. But what niggas had to understand about me, I ain't for that Hollywood bullshit. If you cross the motherfucker...
Man, a lot of my viewers, you know, that if you have ever felt offended by any of my content or the message that I do, I want you to realize my message cuts through the BS. My message is right, therefore I know it's tight. And we got to start getting back to this, because if what we're watching is this, oh man, we're so far off from the truth. Therefore, we're going to keep pushing forward.
If you cross the motherfucking line, Tyler, I'm going to see you cool motherfucker. Come on, the cool train, nigga. Choo-choo! Them niggas told me, Mooney, let go and let go. Let go and let God. They have taught niggas to be so motherfucking fearful and just give it to God. Let go and let God. That's why I kept hearing this shit over and over and over again. So I said, well, let me let the shit go and let me give it to God. And you know what God did? He gave it right the fuck back.
She's saying, let go and give it to God. And she tried that.
Steve Harvey, D.L. Hughley, I gave you everything you need to deal with these motherfucking coons. I don't fuck with nobody. See, tonight, I'm gonna tell y'all what the fuck is going on, because y'all know one thing about me, bitch, I'm gonna tell. That's why they like me as a little girl, bitch, because I'm gonna tell. Bitch, I'm gonna tell you out there kissing Petey on the playground, bitch. You nasty whore, we in the 3rd grade, bitch, I'm going to tell. Yes, he pumped me, bitch, but nobody saw it. Oh, I'm gonna tell. See, I fucks with contracts.
This is the stereotype that you have a lot of ethnic women, and I'm gonna say black women, African-American women, trying to get away from. But anytime, you know, something like this surfaces, it doesn't help the stereotype. It just pushes the agenda and the narrative even further, that, you know, women like her are angry, they're mad, they're bitter. And I tell you, man, this is the reason why, like I said, a lot of people don't like my teaching, my understanding. They don't understand it, they don't comprehend it. But if you can accept the fullness of the teaching that I gave you in Seeking Righteous Counsel, you can understand how all of this could have been avoided. No amount of money in the world is ever going to be worth you going and doing bad business consistently over and over again, and then airing it out like something was done wrong to you. Everybody has a choice.
That's why niggas got a problem with me. If you sign the motherfucking contract, that's what the fuck it is. But they're so used to niggas fucking around with the contract and being nervous because they might lose an opportunity or a motherfucking chance, so they will redo the contract. I'm not a bitch who's gonna redo the contract. If you sign the motherfucker, that's what the motherfucker is. So tonight, see, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna break it down for you, Detroit, because I would feel less than a motherfucking woman if I didn't let y'all know what the fuck was going on this stage right now. So if my energy is a little different, nigga, because they got me fucked up. Me fucked up. They got me fucked up. So the contract, oh yes. The motherfucking contract said that a bitch is the headliner. The headliner. Let me say it again. The headliner. That's what the motherfucking contract says.
Now let me break this down, man. I told you a lot of times, man, even though this video is about wise counsel, man, you see this narrative right here that is more matriarchal. And you understand, when you look at the views in comedy, you will see that the views don't line up to being a headline far as her stats, her statistics. And this is where, like I said, man, we got to understand that by design, this thing was patriarchal. But if you look at it in a matriarchal manner, man, you're going to have so much problems. You're going to have so many different obstacles, so many different tribulations that you're going to go through, and you're going to constantly hit a wall. But again, where was the husband's counsel? Or did he just sit back and just waiting on the money to hit the bank account?
Monique is to be the last motherfucking person on the goddamn stage. She is the headliner. That's what I signed the fuck up for. I'm 30 plus years in this motherfucking business, and I don't open for no goddamn body. The contract said the headliner. The contract said the headliner. The contract said the headliner. But a nigga named BLUETTI turned into a bitch and said I won't perform if she does that. I won't go out if she does that. Nigga, you open for the kings of comedy. I close for the queens of comedy, nigga. And you think that I don't have a dick, that ain't my position, nigga. So when I leave this motherfucker, the headliner has left. I don't fuck with nobody. I don't fuck with no motherfucking body. But when you cross the line with me, nigga, you have crossed the motherfucking line. And that bitch nigga has...
See, I'm going to remind you again, man, when I talk about scriptures like we were born a free people, we go out of our way to be enslaved. We make the choice consciously to be slaved. And she says, I don't mess with anybody. I don't F with anybody. This is like the third time she said that. And I want you to think that when you are in Hollywood, when you are in entertainment, a lot of times there are gatekeepers that can stop you from getting the type of success that you want. But you have a lot of people out there that say, hey, the best route is going independent. And if you truly, you know, if she truly feels this way as a husband, again, I would have said, hey, we need to go independent. We need to go independent. Your talent, let's take it independent. And if you are uncomfortable working with these people because of how they do business, this is further reason why we need to go independent and do our own thing. Let's make our own show. But when you don't have anything to provide, or when that fear is there of actually stepping out and supporting all of your effort, this is where a lot of people, they never can get to that independent type of success.
Cross the motherfucking line. See, we got a history, nigga. We got a history. That nigga went on a tour talking about all Monique wasn't. You can Google it right now. D.L. Hughley on Monique, all I wasn't, what I wasn't worth, all of this bullshit, and nigga, you put your feet under my motherfucking table. So you came to my home, nigga, and you put your feet under my motherfucking table. I don't get down like that, goddammit. You got a bitch wrong. You talk about Young Thug, and because of their names, nigga, your name is D.L. What the fuck does it stand for? Hey, how far you bending over, nigga, on the D.L.? You fuck with the wrong one? That's my family, nigga. I'm home, nigga. I'm motherfucking home, yo. I go all the way back with Coco in the motherfucking lounge in the back of the bar when they was cooking motherfucking fried fish, bitch. That's me, nigga. That's me, Detroit. I'm the bitch who did fuck a nigga in the car, but bitch, that happened so long ago. See, black women, let me tell you something. A lot of black men in Hollywood got a problem with me because I got a motherfucking black king. That's my husband. And then
man, now we gotta stop you right here, man. This is the manipulation of the understanding of what is to be a matriarch. Because I'm like, man, I wouldn't have, if this was my one, I wouldn't have wanted you to mention me. Don't mention me in this foolishness. If you gonna go out there and do this, don't bring me in it. Because at the end of the day, I don't care how people build their names and things like that. A man leaves his mother and his father to cling to his wife, and he has to get approval from them to be able to have access to her. If this is how my name is gonna be carried out, don't mention my name. You take your gripes up however you want, but don't put me in it. Because when you think about it, this is why the counsel is so important. Because here's where she's gonna try to gravitate with other women, other black women that are angry to support her. And in the end, when you look at it, man, Monique, I'd be surprised if anybody works with her because of this. You see what I'm saying? When you think about women comedians that have a big enough platform to be able to support somebody like her, if she don't get her way, she gonna air them out too.
Niggas can't understand it, they can't fathom it, it makes them motherfucking sick. Because at what time did black men start attacking black women? What kind of real nigga is that? That's a bitch nigga. That's a bitch nigga. What kind of real nigga would ever attack a goddamn black woman? A bitch nigga. I feel sorry for D.L. Hughley's family.
So I'm gonna say this, what she is saying, I wanna say that it has some sort of context. As a husband, man, you gotta realize that, you know, when you're behind doors, you gotta have patience. You have to have a certain level of line of communication with your wife to be able to voice certain things to her. But I'm telling you, Monique may not be that voice, may not be accepting of that voice of reasoning and counsel. And like I said, this is the type of counsel that I would give my wife if this matter was laid at my feet. But when you think about it, man, a husband has to do a lot of correcting in the home. Everybody isn't gonna like it. Sometimes people are gonna catch a case of the long face, a case of, you know, getting in their feelings and X, Y, and Z. But it's for the right reasons. But I don't think she even got that counsel.
I feel sorry for his motherfucking wife, because how do you suck the dick of a coward? I tried to play fair, bitch. I tried to play fair, nigga. I tried to play fair. We was on the countdown, nigga. 10, 9, 8, 7, check. See? I don't fuck with nobody. And as an entertainer, families are off limits. As entertainers, we don't fuck with each other's families. Because for me, that is crossing the line. See, I want to give y'all a history so you understand a bitch's position.
I can't even fathom this as a husband because it's painful to watch that I know that possibly she didn't get the good counsel, or possibly her spirit is so strong that she goes against the righteous counsel or good counsel. And when your spirit is that strong, you got to take the fall, and in the end there ain't gonna be nobody else to blame because you did it on your own accord. But this is where, if you know her husband really loved her, he wouldn't have let her came out and make a fool out of herself. And you know, first and foremost, we definitely don't sign your name on no contract with people that you know you have felt have done bad business with you. That is going to be the focal point right there in righteous counsel. As a husband, we can't do business with them if they burnt you in the past and you feel this way. We're gonna go somewhere else.
I want to give you the history, mama, so you understand. See, when I look at my wives and sisters and she look at me like this, get that nigga. Thank you, mama. See, I did this radio show one time, right? Because I'm thinking, this is my boy. This nigga ain't never had no motherfucking problem, y'all. Right? That's my motherfucking dude. So we were on a radio show, and when we get to the end of the motherfucking program, bitch is with program. Bitch went to England program. When we get to the end of the program, they say, Monique, would you like to play a game? Well, bitch, I like to play games. So I said, sure, let's play a game. And it's a game called...
Man, this is what I want to tell you. In moments like this, what you just heard, you're hearing all of the truth come out. It don't matter about the heels, it don't matter about the outfit, don't matter about the hair, don't matter about none of that. When you're hearing the truth, this is where discernment comes in, and you're able to say like, dang, if you love playing games, if you love foolishness, if you love folly, you're always gonna find it. In a matter like this, the advice would be, hey, we don't stand for foolishness. I don't stand for foolishness. You go out there, I can't protect you in your own foolishness because I had advised you otherwise. But she didn't get that kind of counsel.
Would you rather? Would you rather? I said, fuck it, let's go. And then the sister Jasmine says, would you rather your husband fuck Lee Daniels without a condom or Corinne Steffens with one? I want y'all to hear the bitch shit this nigga that tried to put me through, y'all. Would you rather your husband fuck, like, nigga, what kind of shit are you putting over the air to your motherfucking listeners? That's coon shit. So be careful who's feeding your motherfucking soul, because you might swallow coon pie and you can't get the coon off of you, and it'll give you goddamn diarrhea. I don't fuck with nobody, but don't fuck with me.
Man, oh man, when you look at this right here, this is where we get back to sound doctrine. We gotta get back to this, because here it is again. I'm asking, if all this stuff has transpired, how can you with sound mind and good conscience sign on a contract where these people are living in sexual idolatry, living in all this sexual morality, all of this foolishness? How much money is worth this amount of pain, worth this amount of foolishness? This would have been my advice as her husband. And like I said, man, I don't think she got this advice at home. Probably she has one of these husbands that's, you know, he's probably sitting down collecting off of her, and or either she's strong, such a strong spirit to where she has to take a fall in order to realize that, man, somebody was there trying to help me, but yet I had to fall on my own. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe. Check out the link in the description, because I'm only shooting it gun barrel straight. Bow.